Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Very quick video today. I wanted to show you just a couple of quick things that I did to the latest version of Storm Shadow V2 that we got. Now, a lot of people have done a lot of videos on these, done a bunch of different stuff to them. You know, like I talked about in my video review that I did on this guy, I think he just had too much going on. He was too busy. I mean, extra cross straps, ropes, swords hanging off his belt. He just had a lot going on, bow and arrow, everything. And I really wanted to simplify him a lot, just to, I don't know, make him pop a little bit better. So first off, we got rid of the rope across his chest. I thought that thing was just kind of ridiculous looking and just way too much. Also, went ahead and got rid of the bow and arrow. Did not think he needed it, at least not for display purposes. Next thing I did was turn the belt around. I think, in my opinion, and I don't know if it was supposed to be this way, but the belt is backwards. I think the pockets should be at the back. Having them at the back looks a whole lot better, in my opinion. So I know a lot of people were coming through and just cutting all these white panels and stuff like that off the side and basically just leaving the belt behind. I actually like the panels and stuff on the side. I just think that the way it was turned around with the pockets here in the front just made it look weird. It made it look off. You know, I don't think he would have those pockets in the front. I think he would have them at the back. Next thing I did was remove the swords from right here. So I just cut those off, did a little bit of touch-up paint there because when you cut them off, it kind of leaves the plastic a little bit gray right there. So clean that up right there when I cut them off. And then I went ahead and glued them to his archer strap that he's got here. So it's on this piece right here, and just went ahead and glued them straight to the back right there so that he had his swords on his back. Went ahead and put his claws on him because I know these claws are long and ridiculous, not realistic at all. But I remember all the old figures back in the 80s, all the ninja figures, and even going into the 90s with like Ninja Force and stuff like that. They all had these long claws, and while they're not realistic, they just look cool. I wanted to keep those. Last thing that I did was I did what I thought really made the head better, which if you have this figure, you know that basically the hood almost completely covers his eyes. And it seems weird to me that Storm Shadow would basically have his eyes covered. You know, I mean, I get he's trying to hide his identity, but he's already wearing a mask. So what I did is I heated up the hood and peeled it off and then re-glued it back on, set just a little bit further up to where you can actually see his eyes there under the hood. That wasn't a big modification. Again, a little bit of heat. I just put the blow dryer on his head, the glue that was holding the hood to his head because it is attached. It got a little bit soft and you're able to peel it up. Once I peeled it up, pulled it off, put a little bit of glue on top of the head, then set this back down on his head where I wanted it, and now you can actually see Storm Shadow's eyes. So that is it. That is me kind of simplifying Storm Shadow version 2 because honestly, he just had too much going on. There's just too much going on with him. Storm Shadow is my favorite G.I. Joe character and has been since I was a kid. And I love the V2 look. And there was a lot of good in this figure. I like it a lot, but it just had too much. He was too busy, right? Too much stuff on him. He needed to be cleaned up. He needed to be simplified. And I think this worked really, really well. And it was really simple stuff that anybody can do with just a little knife and a little bit of glue, and you can pimp this thing out. And you can do whatever you want. That's the cool thing about this, is you can put the swords anywhere you want. You can move stuff around. You can do whatever. That's part of the beauty of doing this. This is how I did it. You should figure out how you want to clean it up. So anyway, that is it, guys. I appreciate you watching as always, and always remember to enjoy your collection.